All right, next up, we are going to look at the geometric distribution. We're going to calculate the experimental probability and the experimental probability distribution for an example of a geometric distribution. So up here, we have our example. A basketball player has a 3 out of 4 chance of getting a free throw. Determine the waiting time before the player misses their free throw. So in this case, we're trying to count how many times he'll get the free throw in before he or she misses. So a probability here is actually not getting a free throw. Sorry, the probability of a success. Okay, so a success is not getting a free throw in, and a failure is getting a free throw in. So a success will be 1 over 4 since there's a 3 out of 4 chance of getting the free throw. And a failure obviously is 3 over 4. Now, just like the other videos, the first column is going to represent the trials. Okay, we're going to do 100 trials. So all you have to do is type 1 and 2, select the cells. The square right here at the bottom right is called the handle. Now, once you've selected a couple cells, Google Sheets will detect a pattern, and it can see that you're trying to count up by 1. So if you click on these two and you drag the handle down, it should add up all the numbers. Okay, just go to 100. Okay, so that right there, we counted to 100. Each column is going to represent an attempt. Okay, a player shooting the basketball. Okay, 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12. So our waiting time, remember the waiting time can go up to infinity for geometric distribution, but in this case, we don't have to count all of them. Well, obviously we cannot count all of them, but I think 12 is a good number here. Okay, now for your assignment, pick a number that you think is reasonable. After a certain number, if the probability of that waiting time is very low, then it's okay to just not go to that big of a number. Okay, so since it's a 3 out of 4 chance of missing a free throw and 1 out of 4 chance of getting a free throw, I'm going to generate a random number between 1 to 4. And 1, 2, or 3 is going to represent a miss, or getting a free throw, rather, a failure. And 4 is going to represent a success, missing a free throw. So to do a formula, type equals. Okay, always type equals, the equal sign to start a formula. Rand between is going to generate a random number, a random integer. Okay, between two values. You got to open up your brackets and input the lowest number you can have, which is 1, and the biggest number, which is 4. So that'll generate a random number between 1 and 4. Press enter. Now, with random number formulas, whenever you input something in any cell, the number is going to change. Okay, but that's okay, because we're generating a lot of numbers, a lot of trials, so the experimental probabilities will not change that much. Okay, now we can apply the formula to every column, so we just have to click on the handle and drag. Okay, so that right there represents our 12 trials. Okay, so to determine a waiting time, we're going to use a formula called match. Okay, equals match, and our first criteria is our search key, meaning what we're trying to look for. Okay, we're trying to find the first attempt where the player misses a basket, right? So if you look at this right here, attempt 1 is a 2. Remember, 1, 2, and 3 represents getting a basket in. Okay, and 4 represents missing. So here the player gets a free throw in, which is a failure, and here's a 4, which means it's a success. Okay, they missed the basket. So I'm going to type 4, okay, because that's what I'm looking for. The range is going to be all the cells I'm looking for, or looking at rather. So it'll be these 12 cells right here. And I'm going to type 0 here. Okay, 0, what the 0 is going to do is it's just going to default to give me the first number that has a 4. Because since I'm showing 12 attempts here, even if I have a 4, I still keep on going. So I need to just count where I see the first 4, okay? Because otherwise I might count the last 4 that you see. Right? Close the brackets, and here I have a waiting time of 2. Okay, so 2, as you can see, my first attempt, I got the basket in, which is a failure. And here, my second attempt, I got a 4, which means I missed the free throw, which means it's a success. So I got it, my second shot. But remember, the waiting time is the number of unsuccessful attempts, right? So since I got in my second shot, I had 1 unsuccessful attempt. So what I should be doing is I should subtract 1. I'm going to do -1 here. Okay. Okay, now it's been changed to 3 because, like I said, these random numbers, they change every time you change an input or add an input, okay? So now it's 3 because on my 4th attempt, I got my first 4, okay? Because on the first 3, I got 1, 3, and 2, which means I got a basket in, okay? I got a free throw in. So I'm gonna apply the same thing to all 100 trials, and all you have to do is just select the cells, okay? Click on the handle and drag down. Okay, so I just generated a bunch of random numbers from 1 to 4. Now I'm going to generate the waiting time for all 100 trials. Okay, now you may notice that for some of these rows, you have NA. This because it did not find a value 4 in the match evaluation. Okay, that's okay. If you look at the column, you can see that there's no 4, right? That means for this trial right here, the waiting time should be more than 11. It should take more than 12 attempts, but we cannot make hundreds or thousands of columns. That's a waste of time. So you know what, let's just ignore that. Okay, so now that we have our waiting time for all 100 trials, we can generate a probability distribution. Okay, so here, right here, I have my random variable values. Okay, remember it's 0 to infinity because the random variable is waiting time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to type equals count if. Okay, I'm going to select all the cells here for my waiting time. Okay, you just have to click on this column header right here. Okay, and my criterion is 0 here, right? I want to count how many times it landed on 0. Okay, so close bracket, 32. It said 25 earlier, but that's okay. The numbers change. Now what I can do instead of typing 0 is I'm just going to click on this cell right here or type it, right? P5. So what that's going to do for me is if I click on this handle and drag, it'll apply the same formula to each of these numbers right here. So give me how many times I got 1, 2, 3, 4, etc., etc. So that's what I'm going to do. And another thing is I should be getting the probability, which means I have to divide by number of trials, right? 100. Okay, /100 to divide. And there we go. Click on the handle and drag. Okay, and these are my experimental probabilities for the waiting times right here. Okay, for greater than 12, if you want to do that, there are 100 trials, right? So all you really had to do is, I guess we can do 1 minus the sum of all of these, right? You can use a sum formula to add up everything. So 100% minus all of that. Okay, which is this is the experimental probability of getting greater than 12, which is basically 0 or a number very, very close to 0, and they rounded down. Okay, so this right here is my experimental probabilities for these random variable values, which is the waiting time. All right, and that's it for the geometric distribution.